Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense, and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week, 16 carries, 85 yards. From the 30 on second down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Seattle.
Look at this, a tight end carry.
The tight end.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
15 yards on the play, first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down. It's Carson, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
To Chris Carson.
A gain of 3, second down.
At the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. And the Seahawks, first down.
Draw play. This is Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 13.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Wilson's
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
good. Makes the score Seahawks 3.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And his throw is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Not think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Cook. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 10 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight. So the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
A gain of 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Hoover. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Seahawks' 11-yard line.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 15-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at it. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's Carson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On third down, it's Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run. Cook. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level.
Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now. You can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
10-10 at their own 22-yard line. Let's go.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Officially
nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
remember they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson to Jefferson on the slant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete to
Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
their own 22-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a run with Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
On the carry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 27-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
7-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That's good for a Minnesota Vikings.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
10 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
7 yards.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd down, Carson, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
From the gun, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
To Tyler Lockett. A gain of 12.
So we reach halftime, and what's been due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Michael Dixon.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're in a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Back to throw now on first down. There's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this is an example of breaking down in defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Seahawks.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
41-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. There he goes. goes inside the 30. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Carson. Open space inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Wilson. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp.
Wilson's
And he's
pass.
brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down. Here's the run with Cook. Not much much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass. Team still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. The Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the 2nd half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision. No matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Russell Wilson sacked. 8 yards. And it's 3.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Walter. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
The ball carrier. Byron Murphy on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the carry, it's Cook.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from knocking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So some holding up on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
The 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle made
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
no gain on the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
10. On the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to the ground. This time Cook shelling through the defense. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush down right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first down, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
To number 7.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Seattle.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets him a little bit closer. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play,
and the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Another down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The ball carrier.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Going right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught at the 7.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Number 85, incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win.